cool, I want to put the steak on. Ribeye is my favorite steak. Everybody knows that. So I have 2 ribeyes. This is going to be a fantastic romantic dinner. Steak is always wonderful. But before I put those in the pan, I want to put a little bit of oil in here. You can use canola or vegetable. And you want a nice hot pan because you want to sear the meat in the pan. Before I put the meat in there, I also want to add a little bit of salt and pepper to both sides. Just flip it over. Okay. This is nice and hot and ready to go. Now while those sit here and sear, and that just takes a quick minute, I'm going to start my spicy chocolate sauce. This is so easy to make. I've already started some here because it takes about 30 minutes to cook down. It gets nice and thick. It's almost like a mole. But what you're going to do is you're just going to add 1 cup of spaghetti sauce, and then you're going to add 1 cup of red wine, 1 cup of beef broth. Now, something that's going to make this taste amazing, pumpkin pie spice. Pumpkin pie spice is brilliant because it's got cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and clove in here. So this is a great resource when you're cooking that you normally probably wouldn't have thought of. And 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. So I'm going to give this a quick stir and let that reduce down. And you can really see the difference between the two once this is reduced and when you start. So it really gets nice and thick and rich, and it's going to be delicious on our steak, which is ready to be turned. Oh yeah, see how that's seared? That's exactly what you want. Now that this is heated up just a little bit, I want to add my chocolate chips to this. And these are just semi-sweet chocolate chips, just a little bit of those, and that gives it a nice chocolatey, rich flavor. And they melt down pretty quickly, but make sure you stir them so that the chocolate chunks don't stick to the bottom of the pot. Now, when I prepare steak, what I like to do is just take a little bit of butter and put this on the top after I turn my steak over, and that gives it a nice buttery flavor. Here is a now this is medium rare, which is exactly how I like it. And it's okay that the butter hasn't completely melted because it will. And by the way, that butter just adds the most wonderful flavor to this meat. Now this one I'm going to put right on the plate. There we go. Open that up a little bit. And let's get this cut. This steak is so tender. You could cut this literally with a butter knife. You know what? I'm going to try it too, just to show you. This is so unbelievably tender. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Now that is something that you want to serve when you're having a romantic evening. Now, that chocolate sauce smells so great. I just want you to take this, put this onto the plate. This is going to make such a fantastic dinner. What I want to do now is just put my wonderful spicy chocolate sauce on. Now this one is still boiling up. This is going to reduce, as I said, about 30 minutes. This one is already done. It's nice and thick. So I'm going to pour this right on the top. Just drizzle it. You don't need a whole lot. It's so elegant. I think it's perfect for a romantic dinner. And then what I want to do too is just place a little bit of chopped parsley on the top. This is a fantastic garnish. I'm going to go set this on the table, but when I come back, I'm going to make you great chocolate covered cherries and also a passion fruit cocktail. So stay with me.